What's going on, guys? Pumpson87 here, and I'm here with the highlights from round 2 of Aussie Sim Racing. This is round 2, round Bahrain, and if I don't sound the most happiest, it's because this whole race was just one massive, big, game-breaking glitch. Unfortunately, I hate to say it. I have been saying loads of good things about this game so far, but this is just massive and just destroys league racing, really. I don't know if this happens to any of the leagues. I know that AOR ran their first race of their first season, and I have no idea how it went because I'm literally recording this after I wake up this morning. But this is just massive, and it needs to be sorted. So I'm going to link this race to people from Codemasters, and I hope if anyone's watching this from Codemasters, please watch through to the end of the video just to see the full extent of the glitch, because well, it's got to be sorted, because the game was good on release date, the online was actually perfectly fine, and ever since then, patches have just sort of started ruining it. That's a simple matter of the truth, and it just needs to be addressed, really. I've noticed that online just got a bit worse and worse. But anyway, this is also a race review as well. So I qualified P10 on the grid, the only one on prime tyres. I got completely shafted from behind on the information app, so that was a bit annoying. But anyway, lights out and away we go. So we get a half-decent start. We've got someone down our left-hand side from P11, that's Typhoon. And we also got the Manor of Exhali go down around in turn 1. We braked very late. We damaged our front wing on the back of DJRT P17. So that's a bit annoying, but that was kind of our fault. I mean, the damage there was pretty accurate. I can't fault that. I was more angry with myself at that point. We're doing up the inside of the McLaren there. Yellow flags. There's a few cars running off the track there. The McLaren there runs off the track. We get a safety car. So we've jumped up to P7. So that's a good start, really, apart from the front wing damage. So we probably will have to come into the pits to rectify that. And that's sort of ruined our qualifying prime tile strategy. As you can see, we're selecting an alternate strategy by our engineer there. So we're going to go to pit lane at the end of lap 1, as you're about to see here, to swap the set of soft tyres on for a set of prime tyres. So, oh wow, hard tyres, I mean. So the safety car, I don't know why it came out. There is a car, as you can see in the mini-map, if you zoom enhance in to the bottom left. There is a car beached at the apex of turn 1. In fact, I'm going to zoom in on the apex of turn 1. When I leave the pit lane, just so you can see there's that natural car there. But, you know, it's a safety car, that's all well and fine. There's quite a few people going to pits as well. I don't know if they all have front wing damage or if they're going around to alternate strategy. So there's no real glitches so far. I had to keep to a doubter in the first lap there, but that's all kind of normal. I'm zooming and enhancing. I think it's a Ferrari completely stopped at the apex of turn 1 on that little escape road sort of bit there. So I don't know if he's retired and they've done the animation, or if he's literally just trolling and sitting on the apex turn 1. I don't know. Unfortunately, I'm not quite sure who it is as well, because they're obviously a few laps down. They're not appearing on my top left. And there's a funny little thing here. It gave me a control just then. I was busy holding the accelerator. The Warden did the same thing as well and lurched towards completely. And we got legal overtakes. It's perfectly fine. Obviously, we haven't reached the safety car line yet. DRS is enabled, which I think is a bit weird. I thought it was... Oh, now it's disabled again, so that's even more weird. That's a little odd. But we on to racing now, and as you can see, we're still under yellow flag conditions. This is kind of bizarre. Safety car has come in. It's no longer safety car period. It should be green flag racing, but as you can see in the mini-map on the bottom left, we are in still full yellow flag conditions. So we're in P7 still, and as you can see here, I make a bit of a mistake. We keep it in 5th gear. We forgot to shift up, and that meant we had loads of wheel spin coming out of that corner. It's very easy to do that, and that's why shifting up through the gears and acceleration is pretty much an essential thing during this game. Unfortunately, it doesn't really fit my driving style that well. I sort of got used to it from 2013 of you in the lower gears and stuff, but that's just the way it is in this game. Can't argue with the handling model, really. And now you can see that the Manor of DJRT P17 is right in the back of us, who's their personal best, but he's in the slipstream. I don't think he's got DRS, but he's got awesome straight line speed in that manner somehow, and he's going to make a move down the inside. We're given the inside line, but he can't overtake us because it's yellow flags. He cannot overtake us without getting a penalty. There you go, he completely backs off in the straight line, and the Forcini now overtakes him, But as you're about to see, he has to give the position back to DGRTP17 because he illegally overtook him as well. So this is a massive game-breaking glitch. I'm going to let you listen to the audio here.
Taking because of this stupid yellow flag. Yep, there we go. Oh, penalty again.
And there you go. That was a live reaction from DJ, the Vice Smith and the guy I'm racing right now, who's stuck behind me. He's obviously faster, as I just couldn't find any pace in these hard tyres at all. I don't know why. Sorry, not hard tyres at all. I've been saying it wrong. They're medium tyres, but they say all-round cricketer somehow spun out on the apex of Turn 1 himself there, and that gives us another position. So the only way you can really overtake people, if people make mistakes and spin off, there you can see DJ. I was trying to make a move again. Here he goes. Now going down the back straight, going to the final corner. He throws it on the inside. We hold it around the outside. So I'm treating this right now like it's a normal battle, but really it isn't. I mean, if you can go for a league race and you can't overtake anyone, then what is the point? It may as well just be procession. Like, well, I suppose he has. I suppose DRS is now working. He has DRS, but he has to relinquish the lead once again. Oh, not the lead. Well, the position to me once again. And here we go down the back straight, and we actually touched iPods with a contact system. We got fixed together. I actually gave him room, so I'm not quite sure who moved really there into each other, but just a slight bit of contact. We got locked together, and I had to completely back out the throttle and the steering to let him back past. There you go. The same place as previously. I make a mistake, I run off the track, so does DJ, and he gets collected by the Mercedes, there you can see there. So he actually has to go right back behind me like before. So it's kind of annoying. He could have actually got the position ahead of me there, and now we've got Slipstream on Typhoon and the Mercedes, who is going to go into the pit lane at the end of the lap. So also another good way to overtake people is to overtake them when they go into the pit lane, apparently, because that's allowed. But this is literally just stupid, this glitch. It can't be, you can't league race under these conditions. I don't know, as I said, I don't know if AR had something like this in their race last night. I don't know why it's caused either. I don't know if it's something to do with the safety car. A few people were leaving and joining during this race. Like, I believe Xfitcho actually disconnected twice and then came back into the session and retook over his AI car. So I don't know why it's caused. But anyway, we're going to have an overtake ourselves to see if we get the same glitch. So we're going to get a counter back on X-Harleys on all tyres, and we have to hand the position back. But fortunately, incredibly fortunately for us, he pulls into the pit lane there, and that actually cancels our illegal overtake. So you actually saw there one actual legal overtake during that race, and it was on a guy just going to the pit lane. It's truly ridiculous. As you can see, there's a Toro. I think you got a puncture, or I don't know what happened to him. Maybe he's out of, he can't be out of fuel halfway through the race. That'd be a bit silly. But lap 20 now, we're going to our final pit stop as our left front tyre completely shot 91%. I've never actually had a tyre on this game go above 90%. And you actually saw the graphics there, the tyre was sort of wavy. So it was very close to having a puncture. I was actually sort of considering to stand out one more lap. Saw the graphic and I was like, no way, we've got to go into the pit lane. Fortunately for me, I had a time trial set up on, and that had very high brake pressure, and I forgot to change it for qualifying, and park permit rules meant that I couldn't change it after I did my first final lap. It was very annoying, and I meant lockups like that. I had like literally like something absurd, like 90% brake pressure or something like that. So I had a lot of lockups, especially into turn 10, and that damages the front left tyre to no ends. And unfortunately, this is a set of soft tyres I actually run on my first lap and on my qualifying lap of this race. So they're already pretty damaged. I've already had like 1 or 2 lap tyre wear, so I've got to nurse these tyres to the end of the race, really, as I don't want to stop again. All-round cricketer, by the way, is throwing it on me inside. I think he stopped around when I did, but he has more pace on his, slightly better soft tyres. And he did the overtake of me, but sure enough, 2-3 laps later, he has to go into the pit lane for a drive-through penalty. I wasn't actually sure then. I actually thought he got a legal overtake, as I thought at the time that only some people were affected by this glitch. Turns out everyone was. I learned after the race, but he had to serve a drive-through penalty for illegally overtaking me Although somehow the game let me overtake the Torosso there, who I think had a puncture once again. But then again, he probably would have been moving slow enough to cause the yellow flags himself. But as you can see there, the penultimate corner from home, we didn't actually lock up through that corner. We just carried probably a bit too much speed for the tyre. And we've got a left front tyre as well, so I actually remember talking to the guys who finished in first and second of the race, and they literally saw about 3 people all at punctures in the final lap. As you can see, we lost position there to Formula Dragster, though we are somehow still in 4th place, apparently. Weirdly, we were on the podium positions until we got that puncture, which was very unfortunate. So we're going to cross the line now to keep 4th position. It's a truly ridiculous race, really, and we are actually considering right now of restarting the league and maybe doing some trial races and stuff like that. Because if this happens in a league race again, I mean we've had we had a few glitches in Australia. Now we had the most massive glitch I think I've seen in an F1 game in a long while, and that's good for someone who makes a glitch series, really. It just can't happen and it can't continue. There's a Torosso there who we overtook, who had the puncture before custom. I believe he had a puncture at the start of the race as well. So it's at a Toro time. As you can see, we actually finished in 5th place because KMP4, otherwise known as Jason, actually finished in 3rd place, and we never saw him the entire race. I don't know if he completely lagged in front of us, or if he glitched, or it was just visible on my screen. I know the connection between us two is good though, as you could tell from that Forza Horizon video we did, like literally last video. There was no lag on that game, and for some reason this game he was invisible to me. So I don't know what's going on. This game, it's just going downhill, unfortunately, Codemasters. And if you're still and if employees of yours are still watching this, you need to fix it ASAP. Because if you want any leagues to run competitively on this game, it needs to be sorted, like, right now. It's a joke. I don't know if it's just for us Australians. It might be fine for the Europeans doing the AOR. I don't know. But it just needs to be sorted. And I'm going to leave you with a little glitch at the end of a mechanic sitting in our cockpit as we are busy celebrating for some reason, still in the garage. I don't know how my driver hasn't got tired hands or anything by the end of this. As for some reason it wouldn't load or kick us out of the session, which is a bit odd. But I'm going to leave you with that. We're still considering whether we should restart the league or not. We might do a few more trials or something like that. It's just as disappointing to see. I mean, personally myself, 5th place, I was happy with that, but really I can't be happy with the state the race is in. Even though it didn't affect me as much as other people, I feel for them, and it just can't continue now. I know I rambled on quite a bit, so I'm going to stop this now. So I'll see you guys for my next video. So I'll see you guys then. Palms out.